Thoughts, our creative imagination, and the illusion within our thoughts. The journey of exploration into our creativity revealed the mind's characterization is based on mind using its creative imagination, converting the energy we sense into thoughts based on what we think, believe, the experiences we have had in this and previous existences, our current environment, how we have focused our attention and awareness, and our underlying intention, which we hold with some passion, desire, or will to make happen. Everything we experience arises from a flow of energy. In any given situation we face, if we are mindful and aware and open to feeling, we can discern and feel the flow of energy giving rise to the experience we have and the thoughts it generates. However, mind is usually too preoccupied to feel the energy. Yet mind can learn to recognize differences between flows of energy, and it can be said that each flow of energy has an energy signature. What needs to be understood here is that all thoughts arise from an energy that is characterized by our mind. This includes the thoughts, concepts, ideas, images, and whatever we experience in our mind. However, thoughts in our creative imagination arising from any flow of energy will have two parts. It has a real part and an imaginary part. The real part is the flow of energy that is giving rise to the experience we have and is what we feel in the experience. The feeling is real. The imaginary part is our interpretation of the experience of that flow of energy through the illusion of mind. The illusion of mind is that mind uses all that it has within itself without thinking of how it will characterize the energy. It appears to look at all the information it has and looks for the best fit to match up the energy it experiences. The more the energy is different than anything it has previously experienced, the greater the inaccuracy in the characterization. There is also the issue if the characterization of the energy is based upon accurate information in the person's mind. But the illusion aspect is more about the options and how the energy is characterized. It is an illusion because given different past experiences, a different environment, different beliefs, and a different way of thinking, we would characterize the experience of the energy differently. Hence, our interpretation and characterization is somewhat illusionary and unreal. It may be very logical with an extremely good base for the characterization and may be very effective as to what can be done with the thought created, but is nonetheless imagined by our mind. The thought is imaginary because we can change a few fundamental beliefs and our perception changes and we tell a different story. For example, we experience and see the sun seemingly to rise in the morning and set in the evening. Depending on what we think and believe, the sun rises and sets, or we could say the earth rotates if we understood the rotation of the earth. So we can say believing the sun rises and sets is illusionary and say the earth rotates is real. But suppose a new phenomenon is discovered and provides some explanation of how the earth appears to rotate. This new understanding of the warping of the gravitational field bending light from the sun makes the earth seem to rotate. Would you believe the new understanding or hold to the old story? What proof or authority would you need to change your view? In any case, how our mind characterizes and experiences any flow of energy may or may not be correct. However, in our creative imagination, if we are able to transcend the limits and barriers we impose on our thinking, we can explore options with the energy we sense even if we have incorrectly characterized it. We can observe the energy under different scenarios we create within our creative imagination. More importantly, we can create scenarios like rituals, metatheaters, going to different environments and the like to gain new experiences to better characterize the energy we access. In doing so, we can gain better insights as to what is possible to manifest in physical creation. Most importantly, what needs to be understood about creative endeavors is that our thoughts never really stretch our mind to what is possible. Most do not move past the limits and barriers imposed by the mind, so that we never take those quantum leaps in creative thinking that are truly transformative for us and our world. The reason for this is that mind uses the past to characterize what it sees. When it comes to a truly creative endeavor, something or some experience never before experienced, in this case, the mind is of little value. To become truly creative, we need to step out of mind and allow ourselves to surrender to what we feel to get past the limits of the past experience of the mind. In these cases of any truly creative endeavor, how effective mind is in characterizing what is experienced all depends on whether or not we have the minimum set of experience to properly characterize what we experience. Often it will take some time to understand what we experienced until we get that minimum set of experience.